Hello, and congratulations on your decision to improve the quality of your life through better hearing. Your hearing care professional wants you to feel as comfortable as possible with your new hearing instruments. No matter how great your hearing loss or how experienced you are with hearing instruments, you can achieve greater results with your hearing rehabilitation by following some simple guidelines. Please have your family members and close friends watch this tape with you, as it will give them information that can make communication with everyone much easier. If you have any questions about the information contained on this tape, please feel free to contact your hearing professional, as he or she is the expert who can best serve your personal hearing health care needs. Did you know that almost 23 million people and almost 2 out of every 4 people over age 65 have a significant hearing loss that affects their communication every day? Yet, less than half of those ever seek any help for their hearing. And only about 1/4 of those people with hearing loss actually use hearing instruments to help them. Can you imagine the frustration these people experience every day when communicating with others? A simple conversation could easily become one big misunderstanding. For instance, say you were asking directions from someone and didn't quite understand if the person said turn right on 15th Street or turn right on 16th Street. Or maybe you're watching TV and didn't hear the telephone ring, or someone called to you from another room. Perhaps you too remember similar incidents that happened to you or your family members. Frustrating, isn't it? Fortunately, you've taken positive action by seeking help now. With your new hearing instruments and some practical guidelines, you can greatly improve your ability to communicate with others. First, if your hearing professional has given you the booklet, Welcome Back to the World of Sound, that's the yellow booklet, follow along with the next section. It is very important to remember communication is more than just a two-way street. It involves not just hearing and speaking, but watching for visual cues, concentrating on the speaker and subject, limiting distractions, and really listening or paying attention to the conversation. Most hearing losses occur gradually, over a long period of time, even 10 to 15 years. So your auditory system and brain may no longer be used to hearing and processing many of the different sounds of everyday living. Some people comment that the sound of their own voice is surprising and even annoying at first, while others complain that sudden, loud noises are especially bothersome. Keep in mind that the sounds of everyday living include soft and normal sounds, and also harsh noises to which you've become unaccustomed. You may find that you've forgotten some sounds. For instance, the sound wind makes or the sound your car makes with the engine on. To help become reaccustomed to unfamiliar sounds, first try to identify the source of these sounds. Then tell yourself that these are normal sounds. This tells your brain that you can hear sounds, but you don't have to be distracted or bothered by them. You may also find that understanding conversations in a large group or in a background noise, such as in a restaurant or an auditorium, may be difficult. Again, your brain is becoming accustomed to processing and understanding sounds in these new environments. Be patient, and remember, it is even difficult for people with good hearing to understand in these environments. In general, use your hearing instruments in a quiet room or with just one person at home before using them in more noisy environments. Ask your hearing professional about a personalized hearing instrument wearing schedule for the first several weeks. You'll find that with time, it will become easier to hear and understand conversations in all types of listening environments. Let's look at some tips for improving your communication skills. First, always sit, stand, or turn so that the light in the room allows you to see the speaker's mouth and face. Also, try to position yourself 3 to 6 feet from the speaker. Second, watch the speaker's mouth as he talks. so your eyes can add to the information your ears are sending to the brain. Third, pay attention to hand gestures or facial expressions which may give you additional information or emphasize the speaker's message. Also, try to minimize background noises by turning down the television or radio in order to concentrate on the conversation at hand. As a family member, you can also help improve communication with your loved one. This information is contained in the pink booklet, helping your loved one adjust to new hearing instruments. First, speak at a normal volume. It is very common for people to shout at an individual when they see he is wearing a hearing instrument. This can actually make understanding much more difficult for the person with hearing instruments. Think of what happens if you turn your car radio up to full volume. It sounds distorted and fuzzy. This is similar to what happens when a person speaks loudly into hearing instruments. Next, speak naturally. Avoid the tendency to exaggerate words. Keep a natural, clear pattern. Listen to your speech. If you speak faster than average, slow down for better communication. Offer clues when the conversation changes. You can be a great help if you tell your loved one that the conversation has changed to a new subject if he or she does not seem to be following the content. This is called using the buddy system. Always get your loved one's attention before starting to talk. The best way to do this is to say his or her name aloud, which will focus their attention on you. Position yourself close, within 3 to 6 feet of your family member. Keep your hands and other objects away from your mouth when talking. This will give the best visual cues. Keep background noise to a minimum. Turn down the volume from the TV or radio. Even suggest leaving a noisy area to have a quiet conversation. If your loved one has asked you to repeat the sentence you just said, rephrase the thought instead of repeating it word for word. This helps him identify the idea of the sentence in a different way and will help him to better understand it. If you follow the information we just shared, communication among all family members will be improved. Now it's time to look at the operation and use of hearing instruments. Hearing instruments are available in several styles. Some are behind-the-ear models with ear molds that fit inside your ear. Others fit completely in your ear and come in different sizes, mainly this full shell model and the smaller canal model. Your hearing professional has recommended the type that is best suited to your needs. Much of the information we will discuss can apply or be slightly modified for each of these styles. We will be using a full shell in-the-ear model. As you can see, there are several parts to the hearing instrument. The outside of the instrument contains the volume control, battery compartment, and microphone opening. The long portion you see here is the canal, which inserts into the opening of your ear. The rest of the instrument will fit into the bowl of your ear. In order to insert the hearing aid into your ear, place your fingers around the sides of the aid, with the canal portion at the bottom. Take the instrument up to your ear without changing the angle of the hearing instrument and insert it into the ear opening. Then, twist the top of the instrument back so that it slips into the top of the ear. Push gently so that the remainder of the hearing aid is secure in the bowl of the ear. If the instrument has been inserted properly, it should not fall out. For removal, place your thumb between the instrument and the bowl of your ear at the back of the aid. Slowly twist the instrument out and toward the front, grabbing a portion of it with your index finger and your thumb as you twist forward. The instrument should slide right out of your ear. Do not try to pull it straight out as it will become stuck due to the bends in your ear canal. This process is very similar for a canal instrument and for the ear mold of a behind-the-ear instrument. To insert a battery into your instrument, first open the battery door by inserting your thumbnail underneath the edge of the door. The door should swing open, much like a cupboard swings open and shut. The battery has two sides, a positive and a negative. With zinc air batteries, the sticky tab is always on the positive side. After pulling off the tab, you will see this side has a positive sign and is is a flat surface. Underneath, the negative side has a rounded edge and may be colored gold. Look on the edge of the battery door you just opened. This should show the positive plus sign on either the top or the bottom. The positive side of the hearing aid battery should be on the same side as the positive sign on the door. The rounded edge, or negative side, will be matched with the rounded edge of the battery door. If you have inserted the battery correctly, you will be able to close the battery door easily. If not, if the battery is upside down, the battery door will be hard to close. Never force the battery door closed, as it may damage internal parts. When using a telephone, your hearing aid works best by holding the telephone receiver close, but not pressing it against your ear. If you hear a high-pitched noise, feedback, tilt the telephone receiver slightly away from your ear. You may also want to adjust the volume control. Each night, when you take the hearing instrument out, be sure to open the battery door. This will completely shut off the hearing instrument, plus allow it to dry out of any moisture accumulated during the day, and help save on batteries too. Some people notice that they have more earwax accumulation when wearing hearing instruments. In order to prevent the wax from blocking the receiver, there are some very important steps to take. First, check your hearing instrument and clean it every day. To clean any wax, examine the receiver for any particles. Wear your glasses or even use a magnifying glass if it helps. With the cleaning brush your hearing professional has given you, turn the hearing instrument upside down and brush any wax down from the opening. You should also wipe your hearing instrument off with a soft, dry cloth. Do not use any alcohol, water, or other liquid to clean it. It is not necessary and could damage the hearing aid. See your hearing professional for regular checks and cleaning of your hearing aids. Your hearing professional will have other tips for the cleaning of your instrument, and many of these will be stated in your owner's operating manual. We hope you and your family have learned from this information on getting the most out of your new hearing instruments. Please talk to your hearing professional if you have any questions. Congratulations on your decision to improve the quality of your life through better hearing.